All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If I have not had the pleasure to meet you, my name is Carlos Gonzalez. If you're watching this live, that's great. If you're watching this on a recording, just know that the recording download from Zoom to YouTube, the videos don't play perfectly, so it's always better live. So if you can see it live, that'll be great. And then starting next week, we'll be doing these at 7 p.m. on Tuesday and 10 a.m. on Thursday. And there'll be notices that go out about that. Same link, same everything, just we're splitting it up just to get a little bit broader spectrum across the week and lighten up the Thursday load. So we'll get right into it. What is W.F.A.M? Well, it's a worldwide freedom awareness movement that we are using to help people understand. Now, I just want you to be aware of this is for you if you're a business owner. This is for you if maybe you have a YouTube channel you're wanting to promote. Maybe you're just wanting to promote a particular brick and mortar business that you have, something like that. But what we want to be clear about is this may not all be for you, but part of this may be, and this may not be for you right now, but it might be for you someday. Or it might be for someone that you know, love, and care about. So try and set aside everything you think you know for an open mind and to discover the truth. So the reality is with any humanitarian movement, we've got to somehow fund the operation, right? And so that's what this first part is about. It's just simply about the reality of the world we live in. And, we really want to harness the power of social media, artificial intelligence, and affiliate marketing, and really enter the world of being able to create an online asset. And so what is this really? Well, this is online affiliate marketing with an initial front-end educational offer. And we're going to tell you exactly who that is and who we've partnered with in just a few moments. But essentially, that allows us to provide education to you, even if you don't get involved with our back-end offer. So that's what the next question is how do I earn real money online, right? Not a part-time income. How do I earn a high CEO income? Well, that's through our educational platform and leveraging the power of our high-end, high-ticket, high-commission back offer, which is Enagic. So just to be clear. And how does it work? Well, through paid internet marketing ads, target marketing, learning pixels, really learning the back end, which is something you want to learn even if you don't do this program with us. Like that's something you want to know for the rest of your life, because you can literally free yourself. And the good news is we're available in real time. You can see, we're very real people here, and we're available in real time. We respond to text messages, phone calls. You can book on my calendar and get a coaching call with me at no cost. But we provide the ongoing long-term coaching, accountability, and training to help you create that asset, right? Which can literally pay you for the rest of your life and your children's lives, and maybe even beyond that. So this is the community. It's called Online Empires that we have partnered with. They are a community of thousands of online entrepreneurs that are doing Enagic all out. And there are hundreds of people in this platform that are earning money that changes lives. And they're amazing and they're real. And we're going to show you how you can completely join that community at no cost later. So I am a health person first. I'm 50 years old. It's amazing. I've been on this technology for over 13 years. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts, without physical, financial, and spiritual health, it's really hard to have true peace of mind. So I want to talk about 5 pillars, though. Those are 3 of the 5. The other 2 is location freedom and time freedom. And those 5 pillars need to be wrapped into a global opportunity, because you don't want to just be tied to any economy, right? You want to be part of the global economy. And with Enagic, we have that. And so Enagic's not perfect. Online affiliate marketing's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But Enagic does check all the major boxes when it comes to a really good business. And the reason is the man behind it all is Mr. Hironari Oshiro, humanitarian, incredible man. And Enagic has 42 physical locations located in 25 countries that service over 150 countries worldwide. This is not a small operation. If you're seeing this for the first time, Enagic, okay, has tens of thousands of corporately paid employees that are here to support the distributor force, which is us, okay? So this is about having global distribution rights. The awards and documents with Enagic are of the highest standard. We are the gold seal in terms of the highest quality water technology in the world. Nothing compares. And we are an ISO certified medical manufacturer, and we manufacture medical grade equipment. So the three main products that we market, online or offline, traditionally, or you can add to your business, you can add to your wellness program. This is our anti-inflammatory package. We're going to cover our shower technology. We're going to cover our incredible turmeric product. But right now, we're going to cover our incredible line of Level Up water devices. Everything from commercial units to entry-level, low price point machines to everything in between. And the thing that I want everybody to really know is that this is not an artificial process. You know, you're hearing a lot of buzz out there about hydrogen water. We're going to cover that, if those bottles really work, things like that. But what I'm going to tell you is that the disassociation of water happens every time lightning strikes water. And water strikes lightning strikes our planet about 1 billion times a day. That's a lot. 75% of our planet is water, so roughly 700 to 800 million times a day. Lightning is striking different bodies of water, and it's been proven, scientifically studied, that the charge lasts on the water about 3 days. It's one of Mother Nature's ways of rebalancing and repolarizing lakes, rivers, and streams that have been killed off due to the acidification of our planet, environmental disaster, natural disasters. And it's also how Mother Nature, God, whatever you choose to call the lightning strike, replenishes depleted soils. How do these soils come back after 4 or 5 or 6 years after being over-farmed? Well, they've linked it back to the charging of the minerals within the soil and the hydrogen from the lightning. So it's pretty awesome, pretty amazing technology that we have available. And that's what our technology does. It mimics that lightning strike and puts those building blocks of life inside us. And so we have 5 different types of water that include an additional 2 types of drinking water that we're going to cover, 7 waters in total. And we'll take a look at the machine right now. So this is the solution. This is your brand new Congenate machine. This is going to be the best new decision that you have ever made for your preventative wellness program. So our Congenate makes 3 different drinking waters. Now, why does it make 3 different drinking waters? Well, that's because nobody's the same. You see, this is not a one-size-fits-all program. Most people eventually make it up to the 9.5 water. The machine also has a clean water. That's going to be for things like fish tanks or baby formula. It also has a beauty water. Women literally will buy this machine just for the beauty water. Remember, all your toners that you might buy at Nordstrom's for $20 to $200, those are a chemically made toner at a pH of about 5.5 to 6. Well, the machine, with the push of a button, as you saw, makes unlimited amounts of these toners. And then, of course, the machine makes a strong acidic water, which is used as a disinfectant in our home. And then when the machine is making the strong acidic water, it's also making the strong 11.5 water, which we're going to demonstrate is the water we use to clean all of our produce. We use as a liquid laundry detergent, as we'll cover, and a variety of other household cleaning degreaser needs. Okay? All right, so this is the mighty K8 antioxidizer. This is our global machine. This is the machine that we sell the most of. Enagic actually has a separate medical manufacturing facility just for the K8s. And this is an incredible machine. It's the machine I have in my home. And it does amazing things as you're learning. I want to talk really quick about antioxidants and antioxidation. So just understand that 97% of degenerative diseases are caused by too much oxidative stress over too long of a period of time. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at the apple, right? It's the rusting and aging process. We're all oxidizing. Our air is oxidizing. When you work out, you oxidize. So we want to have something that neutralizes free radicals and oxidation. Now, if you don't believe me or believe the apple, cut an avocado in half. It'll turn black. So we want to reduce oxidative stress, and it's one of the most powerful things we can do. Now, what's different about Kangen water than all these other plant-based pills, potions, and powders, and I'm not saying those are bad, I'm just saying what's different about it is it's electrically based. So there's no metabolic byproduct for your body to utilize those antioxidants. So we're going to take a look at those right now. Too much acidity in the body is the leading cause of illness, premature aging, and inflammation. When the body is acidic, it is very hard for the body to heal itself. Now, the chart you're about to see and the demonstration you're going to see after the chart represents something called cellular voltage. It's essentially the measurement of each one of our cells, how negative, which is a good score, or how positive, hopefully not, our voltages of each one of our cells. As you can see on the chart to the very far left, you're going to see negative numbers. You can see Kangen water or electrolyzed reduced water can have a negative voltage as high as negative 800. Now, if you look at a healthy child is born with a cellular voltage anywhere between negative 40 and negative 45. A healthy adult, right, with proper balance in their life, proper water, proper nutrition, all those good things, has a cellular voltage in the negative 20 to negative 25. That means every single one of my 70 to 100 trillion cells is hopefully around negative 20 to negative 25. Now, if you drop down on the chart, the problem is when we get a polarity change. And if you look to your right, you'll see that all these chronic diseases like weight gain, arthritis, are always in relationship to a polarity change. And if you see worse, you see people with a positive cellular voltage, meaning that all the cells in their body are now positively charged. That means that the person is setting themselves up for a host of degenerative issues. You also want to look to the left of this chart at the bottom. You can see where soda pop and reverse osmosis water is anywhere from positive 700 to positive 500. And if you go back up to the top to remind you that the actual Kangen water can be as high as negative 800 on the Kangen 8 machine. Always a relationship to the intercellular wastewater or intercellular pH of each one of those cells and the correlation to its cellular voltage. Now, if you look at the bottom of the chart, you're going to see that the people that have a polarity change also have a correlating intercellular pH that's below 6.5. And we all know about Dr. Otto Warburg's findings in the relationship to too much acid in the body and a lot of chronic disease. You know, one of the things that happens when water is disassociated is it creates these electrical elements. So you'll see on the chart that we have on the positive side these electrical elements, and we can see on the acidic side we have these electrical elements. Now, keep in mind that the machine is always splitting water. Therefore, it's always making two types of water. And these electrical elements have incredible health benefit when it comes to mental health, digestive health, and overall well-being and negative cellular voltage in the body. Water is one of the most important elements to our body, and our bodies are made up of roughly 75% water. Through the process of electrolysis, Kangen water produces a very powerful, electrically based antioxidant. What we're going to do here is the ORP test. ORP stands for oxidation reduction potential. So I have a Medux ORP meter, and what it measures is it measures a water's potential to rust or oxidize, or a water's potential to reduce oxidation. And so what we're going to do here is go ahead and stick this meter in the soda, and as you would probably guess, soda is very oxidizing, over 700 positive. We'll go over here to the Gatorade, and we're going to be at over 700 positive. Then go over here to the vitamin water, it's supposed to be healthy, over 400 positive. Let's go over here to the Pedialyte, almost 500 positive. Let's go over here to the bottled water, Dasani, #1 sold bottled water in the world, over 500 positive. That's reverse osmosis water. Aquafina's Pepsi Cola's version of the same product, reverse osmosis as well, almost 600 positive. Go ahead to the Kangen water and let this thing go negative. We'll see how high we get. Yeah, negative over 400. So as you can see, all of these beverages are liquid, obviously, and clear, but in terms of their energetic properties, their ability to, one over here to improve our health, all of these beverages up here will keep you alive, but they're very counterproductive to living a healthy lifestyle. Indeed. All right. So this is the Dr. Otto Warburg study. Not a study, he actually won 2 Nobel Prizes, one in 1931, one in 1933, and nobody's been able to discredit his findings, and it's kind of swept under the rug and overlooked with, a lot of the fads out there and a lot of the hype around, different types of treatments for different types of chronic issues. But essentially, in my 25 years of being in professional, preventative medicine, it's always going to be an issue with a lack of oxygen, which is hypoxia, and too much acid in the body, and a cellular voltage or a vibration or a frequency that is not in an alignment with health. So the higher our voltage, the better our frequency. There's a lot of ways to get there. The less, it's math, right? And if you get that mathematical formula in the body, we age gracefully. We don't have health issues. I actually, out of the advice of my coach, I finally got all of my panels done, all my urine panels, all my blood work, everything. Like incredible natural doctor here, over $1,000 in testing, and everything came back like superiorly. I mean, I just turned 50 years old, right? So, and I'm not a purist, right? I live a great lifestyle. So it says something about this water. Let's take a look at pH. It's a very important component. Okay, so what I have here next, we're going to do the pH test. So what I have here is some pH tester. It's something similar you would use for your hot tub or pool. Most people pay better attention to the pH of their hot tub or aquarium or pool than they do their own body. And so what we're going to do is take about 5 drops into each one of these liquids, and the color of the beverage will turn to correlate to the pH chart and value of each one of these liquids based off the color they turn and the chart below each one of these beverages. So as you can see, there's a huge difference. We have Kangen water at a 9.5 pH. We have the soda over here at a 2.5 pH, and then everything pretty much in between. Look at how acidic the Pedialyte is, the bottled water is. And what you may not be aware of pH, pH stands for potential hydrogen, but a pH chart is also logarithmic. So just like a seismograph or an earthquake, a 6.5 earthquake is pretty bad, but a 7.5 earthquake is 10 times the 6.5. That's why you see such catastrophic damage at just a point higher. It's actually to the power of 10. Well, likewise, a pH chart is also logarithmic. So when I go from 7 to 6, that's 10 times more acidic. 6 to 5 is 100, 5 to 4 is 1,000. So these beverages from the Aquafina all the way down are anywhere from 30,000 times to 50,000 times more acidic than my blood, which has a pH of 7.365. So just like a 7.5 earthquake is catastrophic, something that's 50,000 or 30,000 times more acidic than your blood is catastrophic for your health. But what about these energy drinks? What about these designer coconut waters? Let's go ahead and just test these right in front of you and see how aggressive these are. Let's go ahead and test these energy drink. Everybody's had a Red Bull probably in their life. This beverage is gaining in popularity. We'll just take those same pH testers, same pH tester. Now, as you probably guessed, incredibly acidic, incredibly acidifying, and
again, catastrophic for your health. You know, everything that we're doing is aggressive on our bodies. You know, we live in a very aggressive world. We're under incredible stress. But what about if I worked out today, right? I made myself more acidic because working out creates lactic and uric acid buildup. But by drinking Kangen water, I can help bring my body back to balance. What if I worry today? Stress as part of our modern lifestyle is of extreme levels. What about the Pedialyte? What if I drink that today? What if I gave this to my child today? Can't touch the Kangen water. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. Why? These beverages are so acidic. Listen, I've got this diluted soda now, and just a few drops of this diluted soda kills a healthy environment. Matter of fact, one soda a day can limit the body's ability to heal for up to 72 hours. Look at how the soda kills. We'll go over here to the Kangen water. It'll fight it. It'll try its best. It's 32 to 1. So if you drink one soda, it's going to take 32 of the equivalent of Kangen water to bring it back to balance. Or you can let your bones and teeth do it like most people do. I choose Kangen water instead.
Yeah, me too. Superior hydration. As one of our friends in the health and wellness industry who's worked with professional sports teams for about 3 decades, hydration's most important. Also, in most of the advanced water study books, they're going to talk about the structure of the water being more important than the chemical composition. How come? Well, our bodies are 75% water, and we were designed to run on water that has a balanced structure. And because of pollution, because of overfiltration, like bottled water, it doesn't have the proper structure for it. It's like putting a fuel in your car that is lacking compatibility. Well, if you're putting water in your body that is not compatible with the organism, it causes problems over time. And so if you're just like 1% dehydrated, all sorts of crazy things start to happen with your metabolism, with your brain, with your lungs. And it really leads to acidosis. So most people, and when I say most people, we'll just use a really safe number. We'll say roughly 75% of the population is unintentionally chronically dehydrated, which leads to unintentional chronic acidosis. So an example of structured water would be an ice crystal, a snowflake, a hexagonally structured, restructured water like electrolyzed reduced water, Kangen water. H2 water is another name for it. But unfortunately, depleted unstructured water contains chemicals in most cases, and those chemicals can be deposited in the body. With structured water, it actually has the ability to pull contaminants from the body, okay, free radicals, and trap them within the structure of the water and expel them through the body. And there's crazy studies in Norway about this. I mean, this is not like pseudoscience. This is like factual information. And Dr. Victor Rios, he's an MIT biological chemist. He's probably, and no offense, he's an MIT guy, right? He's not an ASU guy. He's the top of the top. He basically concluded after studying this type of water that your body can absorb up to 95% of Kangen water at a 9.5 pH. It's literally 6 times more hydrating than regular water. Now, obviously, regular water keeps us alive, but it doesn't have the ability to work intracellularly. So those are the 3 major properties of the drinking water, and the drinking waters are between 8.5 and 9.5, as the video explained. Again, the superior electrically based antioxidant, the superior hydration potential, and its balanced hydrogen-rich pH. So as we take a look at the strong Kangen water, this is one of my favorite waters. It literally has the ability to remove about 80% of the poisons from the food we eat. And these poisons are on 90% of our conventional food and up to 70% of our organics. So yes, it's on the organics. So here's your history lesson. The EPA back in 2012 said the minimum standard for health and safety guidelines for the same poison was 2 ounces annually. By 2019, the EPA said you could now suddenly, and it wasn't sudden, it was gradual over those 7 years, you can consume up to 60 ounces. And it's even higher today because the EPA can raise and lower minimum standards for health and safety guidelines. So what was not safe in 2012 is somehow safe today. Interesting, right? Let's take a look at it. By the way, glyphosate is the primary ingredient in good old Roundup. And most of you will be shocked to see the amount of poison. All right, so same water you can use to clean the interior of your car or replace degreasers in your kitchen is the same water we're going to use to remove these petroleum-based herbicides, insecticides, and pesticides that are on all of our foods. And then what you have here to the glass to your left is going to be the Congan tomatoes, and then the glass to your right is going to be the tap water tomato. What we're going to do here is take the Congan tomatoes, and as you probably could expect, and most of you will be shocked to see the amount of poison that's on the Congan tomatoes. Now we're going to go over here to the tap water tomatoes, pour those off. And alarmingly, you can see nothing really came off those tomatoes, but look at the poison. So all your rice will have the same similar oats that you know, if you're doing oatmeal, you want to soak those in the 11.5 before you cook them in the morning. You can Google glyphosate, look that up. That's an endocrine disrupting chemical that causes hormonal imbalances. It lowers reproduction, reproductive organs function, causes a host of birth defects, as well as gland issues. So when we're talking about the lymphatic system, prostate and breast gland issues. So you can kind of do the math on that and see where we're going. Again, you're going to go out to eat, you're going to travel, but when you're at home buying your good food, we truly believe that this technology is frontline to allow us to live by the 80-20 rule. What's the 80-20 rule? Well, if I can do 80% healthy for myself, I've got something called an immune system that's going to be well developed and nurtured, and it can handle the 20% that might be poison or bad air, whatever it might be. But if it's reversed, if it's the 20-80 rule over time, you know, you're in trouble. So the machine makes a clean water for things like fish tanks, and baby formula, and then it makes a beauty water, as the video mentioned. Women and men alike will buy this machine just for the beauty water. And then, of course, it makes a strong 2.5 water, which is the scientific term for that is hypochlorous acid. You can definitely, there's a host of information about how powerful hypochlorous acid is when ingested, like in terms of using as a supplement, not drinking a lot, but, you know, taking as a supplement for doing things like parasitic flushes. A lot of times people have parasitic issues and they don't know it. Very hard to test for. We use it in our neti pots at home. We use it on our skin. We use it in place of any hand sanitizer or disinfectant. We use it as a bleach equivalent in our laundry. It works far better than any bleach I've ever used, and it's non-toxic. Use it for your topically for a host of other issues, as you're seeing on the screen. And really one of my favorite waters, and it's just a must-have in your life. So we're going to talk about our shower technology really quick. Just know that beautiful lady on the left is doing something that she does not know she's doing. She is taking a chemical bath. If that's untreated tap water, the average person, every 5 minutes that they're in the shower, will absorb the equivalent of 1 liter of the chemical compounds within the water. So things like arsenic, chlorine, fluoride, different types of radioactive materials, pharmaceutical drugs, microplastics, a host of other things. So if she's a healthy person, which she appears to be, that shower might be one of the most unhealthy things she does every day, and she doesn't know it. So what we have to the right is our Nespa DX shower technology. That is an organic mineralizer. That is a special heat treated activated filter that takes care of many heavy metals and many contaminants, including chlorine. It also, Enagic, many decades ago, secured the mining rights from a certain hot spring in Hokkaido, Japan. And that hot spring has been known for healing for thousands of years. So literally, you're able to have a healing hot spring in your very own shower to soak in. It's got a special adapter for filling your tub. One of my favorite products we sell It truly is an anti-inflammatory technology. It helps with things like stress in the neck, muscle aches, just like if you were at a regular hot spring and you can have it in your home. So I love this technology. So we're gonna take a look at one of the most misunderstood but most powerful herbs in the world.
Okay, you've learned a lot about the Kangen water. Let's talk about the turmeric product that Enagic offers. In Japan, turmeric is referred to as ukon. So this is our ukon technology. It's a very powerful nutraceutical form of a very common supplement you might find in regular stores. So what we're going to do really quickly is explain why our turmeric product, whether it be in the tea, whether it be in the organic soap we offer, why it's so much better than anything you can buy over the counter or other online retailers. The first thing to know that turmeric as a whole is more powerful than 7 different common over-the-counter anti-inflammatories. And in recent studies, turmeric, the root, may be more powerful than 14 different anti-cancer drugs. Let me explain to you why our organic turmeric is so special. Most of the turmeric or ukon that you can buy over the counter currently is just the spring variety. That also includes what you can buy in a root form in the store. And the reason the spring variety is available is because it's common. It also does not contain all of the anti-inflammatory properties of the turmeric oil or the high levels of curcumin naturally occurring within the turmeric, like the autumn dun. So you can see that Enagic has taken all the mineral benefits of the spring turmeric, as well as all of the benefits of the autumn turmeric. Now, autumn turmeric is incredibly expensive and very challenging to grow, and it only flowers once a year. So with Enagic, with our organic fields, with our practices in terms of processing, we're able to blend not only the autumn, but the spring turmeric to create a very synergistic effect. And again, that's available not only in our ukon pill form, but also our teas. In addition to the spring and autumn turmeric that's properly blended. Now, this is not an extract, right? This is actually, you can break our capsules open and put our organic turmeric right on the skin. It has not only the turmeric oil, it has other essential oils, flaxseed oil, primrose oil, other powerful vitamins like vitamin B, vitamin E, niacin, folic acid. All of this encapsulated in a very powerful patented gel cap that is specially sealed and protected against all forms of oxidation. So the essential minerals, or what we call electrolytes, or carbonate buffers that you're looking for in many of those sports drinks or other supplements that, by the way, technically are not healthy for you, those essential minerals or electrolytes that you're looking for are calcium, magnesium, potassium, psyllium, sodium, okay? Those bicarbonate buffers, they're very powerfully contained within our Kangen ukon. Combined, it allows you to have a very synergistic effect in terms of the powerful minerals provided through the Kangen ukon and the proper mineral profile provided through your Kangen water. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't seen the product.
Yeah, so price points. Some people might say that this is expensive, and I will tell you it's priceless. These products brought to market a traditional way would be anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 on the K8. That's about the value of this technology. The average consumer is actually spending between $1,500 and $4,000 a year on what we call single-use bottles between detergents, bottled water, soda, energy drinks, other things that might not be necessarily healthy for you. So this one machine literally has a return on investment just as a consumer. Relatively conservatively, at 18 to 24 months, you'll recoup your investment, and then the machine's designed to outlive you. So if you take care of this equipment, it's going to outlive you and perform. You'll will it to your children. That's what this type of technology is. It's really incredible. And the other thing is, in most countries, there's a tax benefit for this technology as well, which we can cover at another time. So don't be concerned about the price, because we have won the IEU, which is the Environmental Grand Prize for Outstanding Environmental Sciences. This is a simple investment in your health and in the environment, and to reduce your eco footprint. In addition, as we're going to cover next, it comes with the global distribution rights that Enagic has set up for all of us. So this is, again, is our anti-inflammatory package, and there is advantages to coming in with all three of our technologies, as we're going to show you in the business model. So again, this is how we fund the operation. Again, this may not be for you, but it may be for someone you know, love, or care about, or it may be for you in the future, because, you know, one thing I'll tell you is certain in life, there's change. And, you know, with what's going on in the workplace, with people being disrespected and having to deal with a lot of just, you know, not good environment in terms of how they work and live. This is not that. With Enagic, there's no qualifications, there's no stocking. We have a patented compensation plan. We're going to cover it right now.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being a secure place to work the rest of your life. For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure. This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, you may have to cut you. There's something wrong. That on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. Technology is accelerating. Job security is declining. Just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be. Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way. We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like, everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way. The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money. It's what are we going to do with all the displaced unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Yeah, definitely. That is a documentary. You can find it on YouTube. It's about an hour long, about the most misunderstood industry in the world, but it also covers the student loan crisis, you know, what we're teaching our kids to do. You know, the reason we tell our kids to go to school, get a job, better pay, is because we don't know what else to tell them to do. What we're doing is we're creating debtor slaves, and we're setting them up for, you know, a very, very hard life unless we teach them how to be entrepreneurial. It doesn't mean they have to do this business, but this documentary was released in 2014 after the 2010-11 right crisis, where the economy crashed, right? And it's so relevant today. So definitely worth a watch. I've never had a business owner or an entrepreneur watch that documentary and not want to get involved in our platform, because this is just a better way of working and living. It's just not perfect, it's just better. So this is not your traditional business model. This is what Paul Baker would call a hybrid. I know Paul's on the call. Thanks for tuning in, brother. And the reason we call it a hybrid is because it's the best of direct sales with all the benefits of multi-level marketing without a lot of the pitfalls, as we're going to cover. So with most direct sales network marketing companies, the compensation plan is willable. And all direct sales or network marketing companies have something called a compensation plan. again, Enagic is patented, and we're talking about legacy income. What's legacy income? Legacy income is legacy income for you, your family, your children, and your children's children. And that's what we're about here, is helping you understand that that's possible for you. We already talked about no qualifications, no annual renewals. Let's talk about the patented 8-point system. So we have a variety of products. For example, if you sell one of our super commercial units, you get 400 per point. If you sell an SD501 or refer someone to us and they buy, you're going to get a thank you check for $285 on an SD501. But for this illustration, we're going to use our Conganate machine because it's our most popular, best-selling machine. Retails again for $4,980. And again, in most cases, we're going to use institutional money to finance that. So most people aren't coming up with that cash. And institutional money, just so we're clear, isn't always smart money, but it's smart money when it saves you money every month, and you get a tax benefit in most cases, and you have the potential to earn really high commissions like we're doing all over the world. So again, if you were to purchase the trifecta, you could actually own all 3 of these business centers. So not only would you own you, but you would also own 2 positions, a 1A center underneath yourself and another 1A center. What that would do by investing in all 3 of our technologies is allow you to start at a 2A agent, which allows you to earn $680 on your very first Conganate sale. You could refer them to any of our online platforms, our YouTube, or to this presentation, or to any of the other online opportunities where they can learn and study this. You could also refer them to one of our live overviews if you're in our local area. But just to be clear, the program pays 8 levels or 8 points, whichever comes first. So for example, if that person 2A sold 10 sales, you would get 10 checks for $680 or $6,800. Now, if that same person sold 100 machines within 8 points, you would receive approximately $68,000. Yes, it's a powerful program. On the next direct sale, something amazing happens. So you either get 10 individual sales or 10 group sales. And again, you can knock out your first 2 by buying those 2 positions and owning those positions. But on your next direct sale at 3A, you would actually get a check. You'd actually get a commissions check for over $1,000 on a K8, over $1,200, actually just at $1,200 on a commercial unit, $855 on an SD501. So it scales very quickly. Now, again, it pays 8 levels or 8 points. So this gets very powerful. So again, if that was a 3A business center and that was someone who was very motivated, that person went out and sold 100 machines within 8 points, you'd get approximately over $100,000 just from that one business center and that one franchise. So you can start to see how you can get ahead, how you can pay off debt, how you can pay off taxes, things like that. Go on vacation, maybe retire your spouse, maybe help your children out. There's a lot of value here. Plus, have the healthiest water and improve your health. Now, secondly, after 3A, something really powerful happens. At 3A and just beyond, somewhere close to 20 group sales, if you bought a trifecta, you will have a return on investment and you will have paid for all 3 of your franchises. And after 20 group sales, you now at 21, you get 4A money, which is half of the total commissions points. So just imagine at a 4A, you've got 21 sales in your group. You refer someone that buys a K8, they buy an Spa, and they buy a turmeric subscription. You've made over $2,400 in one trifecta. So you can see how powerful this program is. I want everybody on the call, if you're in a traditional W-2 job right now, if you're an employee, if you're on a salary, if you have a current business, how long does it take you to make $2,400? You know, and do the math on what that takes. After 50 group sales, you become what we call a 5A agent. And after 100 group sales, when you hit 101, educational allowance releases below you. You now are a 6A agent, and the sky is the limit. So the average 6A in Enagic right now has 18 direct sales. That's average. I had 5 direct sales on my road to 101. Where did the other sales come from? From the pay lines, the indirect lines. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. In addition to that, we have a duplicatable system, high power overrides. There's a variety of benefits with our global distribution program with Enagic, because what Enagic does so well is not only manufacture the machines, right, in Osaka, Japan, but they also handle the distribution for us. You're not touching products, right? Everything's drop shipped around the world, and they handle the warranty issues and our commissions, okay? Everything else we handle for Enagic. We are the marketing arm for the company. And that's why we're doing this tonight, is to market Enagic globally and help you do the same. So in addition to this, and everything that I showed you, there's a real career path here with Enagic. There's title incentive money every time you hit certain ranks, 6A, 6A2, 6A22, and beyond. Also, when you hit 6A2-3, there is a 5,000 monthly bonus, in addition to other incentives that are calculated and global profit sharing. So this is about unifying all of the top leaders and really sharing in the profits of Enagic. And that's real profit sharing that you don't have to wait to retire to enjoy. It's actually paid on a monthly basis. I've been receiving these checks since 2017. So if we do the math on that, that's nearly 7 years that I've been receiving this incredible program and the benefits of it. So the time is now to become a distributor. There's no better time than now. Start taking advantage of changing your water and changing your life. And there's several options right now to get going. So number one, if you're new, if I invite you to this call, book a call with me directly. I can send you a Calendly link, or you can book a call directly with whoever invited you to this call. Secondly, if you'd like to check out our educational platform because you would like to become an online entrepreneur, I recommend visiting vslworkonlinewithcarlos.com. That will put you into a absolutely free. You can stay in there as long as you want, but it takes this presentation and it spreads it out over about 4 hours to 5 hours worth of just slower, goes over the business plan, goes over the product demo, goes over the whole community. During that initial free offer, you're going to be able to actually join Online Empire's Facebook group and our community of online entrepreneurs, where there's literally hundreds and now thousands of people doing this all around the world. That's a global platform. And then if you do decide to do that, you can actually book a call with me once you're in that platform. You don't have to message me directly. You can just do it through my calendar link. And that's a free 30-minute just coaching call where we can do a discovery, find out what the best fit is for you. Now, anybody that invited you to this call, check with them because they probably are working with Online Empires as well. So have them, get their link from whoever invited you, and you can go through the same process. You'll book a call with them. It'll be great. Lastly, if you're not ready to do any of those things, but you just want more information, go to @DelicateLivingWater at YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. You can review the 31-minute product demo. There's lots of 4, 5, 7-minute short videos there, stuff on cellular voltage, a plethora of information, and then also revisit the 20-minute business plan there. You can also request a copy of this live webinar by direct messaging me or whoever invited you to the call. And definitely see this again, share it with someone, invite a friend, get your spouse on here. We are here to help you. And let's take a look at that K8 one more time.
So this is the solution. This is your brand new Congenate machine. This is going to be the best new decision that you have ever made for your preventative wellness program. So our Congenate makes 3 different drinking waters. Now, why does it make 3 different drinking waters? Well, that's because nobody's the same. You see, this is not a one-size-fits-all program. Most people eventually make it up to the 9.5 water. The machine also has a clean water. That's going to be for things like fish tanks or baby formula. It also has a beauty water. Women literally will buy this machine just for the beauty water. Remember, all your toners that you might buy at Nordstrom's for $20 to $200, those are a chemically made toner at a pH of about 5.5 to 6. Well, the machine with the push of a button, as you saw, makes unlimited amounts of these toners. And then, of course, the machine makes a strong acidic water, which is used as a disinfectant in our home. And then when the machine is making the strong acidic water, it's also making the strong 11.5 water, which we're going to demonstrate is the water we use to clean all of our produce. We use as a liquid laundry detergent, as we'll cover, and a variety of other household cleaning, degreaser needs. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't seen the product demo, that's what I would recommend next. And again, get in contact with me directly or anyone that introduced you to this video and ask how you can put this technology in your life for the rest of your life.
All right, that's how you get a hold of me. Again, we're real people in real time. And we're here to help support you, get your questions answered, and help you help others, right? Because health, wealth, spiritual health is only really nurtured if we can share it. We can share it with others. So I'm going to go ahead and stop record. Thank you everybody for attending. I'm going to open it up for any questions or comments.